I tried to click the button and it just gives me a black screen. Oh,
Oh,
there it goes.
there it goes. All right,
Mm-hmm.
are we ready? All right.
Sorry, before Jace, I got cut off.
All right. We got pin August. What is this? August 4th. And guys, I've been gone for a week. I was at a basketball tournament with my 17-year-old son. Probably one of the hardest losses I've been a part of. We were up 8. We were playing this team from California, just big dudes, 6'8", 6'10", and we were up by 8 with 54 seconds left. And I had this guy's dad. He looks next to me, goes, "Man, we really needed this win. This is just one of those good." It was crazy because it just happened by chance that our team's all white and one Mexican guy. Their team's just all black. You know what I mean? And so it's just kind of funny. So we're playing each other. And the parents are really cool. We're all just having a good time. But I mean, this thing's just back. I mean, it's hard basketball. And these guys, these refs aren't calling it. But we're up with 8. We're up by 8 with 54 seconds left. And then it starts, but the clock keepers don't start the clock. So there should have been like 10, 15, 20 seconds rant, but they didn't start the clock. They forgot. They're volunteers, and they were these girls. They were nice. But anyways, the dad looks over at me and goes, "Man, we really needed this win, man. I'm so glad the boys got this one." I go, "What are you talking about, man? There's freaking 54 seconds left." Well, guess what happened? Man, they came back. With 3 seconds left, the kid, and I'm listening to like his dad, the kid who has the balls, the 6'11" kid, and he goes for the 3, and his dad's like, "No, don't let him shoot the 3. No, somebody else." And it goes in, and he ties the game. And so then we go in overtime and we lose and we got knocked out. But it was just one of those things, man, where it's so easy. You think you got it, right? And what's funny is that kid's dad, you know, as soon as we went into overtime, he walked away. I never saw him again. You know, and that he's one of our teammates. He never looked at me. He never talked to me again. It was just he counted it in, and I didn't want to be right, you know. But it was a great experience for my boys and family guys. That's why we do this, honestly, so we can, guys that do hard work, like Jesse and Ryan and all of us on here do hard work in different things. Is that we're creating, we can make sure that it's going to take care of our future. And what we want to talk about today is a few things. And so what's been going on in the background, it's my fault. I want to apologize because I wasn't able to do an AMA last week. And, it's a little lack of communication. And that's pretty much my job. And so these guys are busy doing their jobs. And one of the biggest things I want to say is that we're at the forefront of this AML compliance. And if you guys haven't been paying attention, Binance just lost billions and billions of dollars because they have to start being compliant, or the US or these other countries will not let anybody use them. So billions of dollars moved off it. So we're staying at the forefront of this. But these guys, correct me if I'm wrong, Craig or Jet, are literally contacting us, multiple times a week saying, well, we need you to change this. And we need you to change that. And so it's not like you just go, oh, let me just flip a switch. Okay, cool. It's like, now we got to go in and write the code for that to make them happy on this. But what's great about it is we do it. And it's kind of like this, man. Do you think it's easy? It's kind of like, let's say we're in, Australia for these other guys, and we just decide that we're the first ones ever to go on the Outback, and we're just going to go check it out, and let's just see how it goes. We're just prepared. We got some water, maybe we got a spear, we got a knife. We're going to be running into freaking crocs, snakes, freaking spiders, and that's what's happening right now because we're the first ones. Everybody already knows what's there. We can open up and say, hey, you're going to run into this and this, so we can be prepared. If you get bit by this spider, I got this.
Exactly.
Don't go into this creek because a croc is going to kill you. It's just like a Crocodile Dundee. If you've seen, he's like, no, this is mineral water. This has got no crocs in it. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about it. So what's cool is we're going through, and these guys are working hard. So I want Craig or Jit to talk about what they want to talk about, and then I'm going to finish this thing up with what the big thing that's going on right now. So who wants to start off first?
Let me get started. So, as people are aware, we've been working hard on PINSWAP for close on 3-4 weeks now, maybe a little longer. And look, I think first thing I'd like to hit on the AMA today is what exactly is PINSWAP, who it's for, and why it's taking so long. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, and I wasn't aware of it until about 3 or 4 days ago. But back in January, the founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, I'm probably butchering his name right now, but he made a sort of like a prophecy. He said bridges are not the future. Multi-chain is the future. And unfortunately, since then, since January till now, every month, like clockwork, a major bridge, or in some months, 2 or 3 major bridges have been hacked multiple
Nope.
times. And the last one you've heard of was called the Nomad Bridge just a
Yeah.
few days ago, and it lost over $200 million. Every month, like clockwork, either 1 or 2 big bridges will be hacked. And the last one, from a programming standpoint, was such a silly error. Basically, not to get too technical about it, there's a method for saying, hey, someone's just trying to bridge tokens. Is this transaction valid? And unfortunately, they coded in so that every transaction was valid, and which is obviously wrong. So anyone can just put in fake transaction, and the system is like, yep, it's valid, it's valid. From the time that they found out to the time they lost the $200 million, but I think like an hour or 2 hours. Basically, this was the first decentralized robbery where it wasn't a hacker who did it, but everyone who found out about it, average Joes just started basically robbing the bridge. Anyway, the point I'm getting to you is multi-chain is the future, and bridges on chain are really difficult to maintain and code. Having said that, PINSWAP is a new system that we've been working on for a while. If you want to, like, if you go back, we were working on this since basically the layer 2 came out maybe in April, and now it's August. So it's been in the works a while. Unfortunately, it took a backseat to other stuff that we were doing in the meantime, and that's why it's just taken so long. But we're doing some final testing on it right now. I can't promise. It was supposed to be, we were going to release it today, but like I said, these recent developments on these hacks have not deterred us, but made us a little bit more cautious on what we're releasing out there. And we're taking additional security steps so that people are protected. Now, getting into what is PINSWAP. PINSWAP is is a multi-chain swap solution that we're coming up with. So in its current iteration, and again, it's only a start proof of concept for now, you are able to go from BSC to any BSC token, including PIN. You can go from ETH to some ETH tokens, Matic to some Matic tokens, and PIN to basically any BSC token, all without connecting your wallet to a smart contract. Anytime you will go onto PancakeSwap, anytime you go onto QuickSwap or Uniswap, you are connecting your wallet to the exchange, and those are trusted exchanges, of course. Having said that, most people get scammed because they believe they're connecting to PancakeSwap, Uniswap,
Yep.
or QuickSwap,
Yep.
but they're actually not. And
Yep.
I want you to do something today when you get off the AMA. If you go to the site called pancakeswap.finance, they've got this nice little warning message up there that says, hey, please make sure you're visiting pancakeswap.finance. Check the URL carefully. That means nothing. That's a placebo there. It's called security theater. It makes you think that it's a security feature, but it's not. If I was to change it to, hey, phishing warning, make sure you're visiting pancakescam.finance, and this URL was pancakescam.finance, you'd be like, yeah, this is real. Boom, perfect. It doesn't change anything. Yes, you can try and remember pancakeswap.finance, but that's because you're in the crypto space. Someone who doesn't know will not know how this works. So if you connect it to a scam contract, basically a scam phishing website like this, your wallet will be drained immediately. That's what these things are designed to do, and that's why most people, they think they were hacked when they were not hacked, they were scammed, or in more they were phished. Basically, you did it yourself. Hacked implies someone got in without your consent, whereas this way you are basically giving away your keys yourself by doing it. Anyway, so PINSWAP is designed to avoid all of that, where you, instead of connecting to scam contracts, you are able to transact safely. Now, having said that, we're only starting with, on the BSC, we've got 5 tokens to start with. We've got PIN, Cake, BTCB, Wrept ETH, BUSD, and Blockstar. for BSC on Ethereum, which is
With
so
Bockstar
expensive to
on?
use.
Come on, man.
Oh,
He's even in here listening
yeah,
right
I know. With ETH,
now.
we're able
Tell
to
him.
do. We're supporting PIN, Shiba, and Wrap BTC to start with, just because remember this is just a proof of concept right now, basically to see if people can use it, iron out some bugs, and we can rapidly add more tokens, just like we're doing on our layer 2. And on Polygon Matic, we've got PIN, Quick, and Wrap BTC as well. And from obviously PIN, you can go to any of these BSC tokens that we've mentioned: BNB Cake, Wrap BTC, Wrapped ETH, and BUSD. What's more important is all of this happens using Trust Wallet now. So these are on-chain solutions, not using our PIN network. So that's a big point of difference for us, is now everything happens on-chain. And that's something a lot we anticipate a lot of people who were in crypto but not in the PIN ecosystem had a hard time using the PIN network. It's getting used to a new system. Well, now you've got another product here that uses existing technology, in this case the various chains, and allows you to trade between them. So that's just a quick overview of what PINSWAP is. Craig and Jaya are working on a video that they'll be releasing.
Yeah,
And
just
so
just an update on the video. Sorry, we left the live URL on the video, so Jay's just cropping it out so we don't have people go and visit that URL. Just to
yep.
give an update on the video, though, this is only our swap screen. So one of the further updates or delays that we're facing is just for the landing page. So when you go onto our swap URL, there'll be a landing page. It will tell you all about the swap mechanism, and then you can click trade or go to swap, and it will go to the swap page. So this will be the video of the swap page. Just give me a few more minutes and we'll share the screen.
And I know Paisano was a big proponent of saying this, but I will reiterate. Once this swap goes live, not only will you be able to trade without connecting your wallet, now if you have PIN tokens in your Trust wallet, meaning on the BSC, you can trade it for any existing BSC token without going to PancakeSwap right there and then. So we do handle all the heavy lifting for you in the back, and it just happens. So Paisano, you're on mute, so we can't hear you.
Let me ask you something. So what you're saying is, if I own PIN right now, well, when this is, how soon is this? We're saying this is done by next week.
I wish. Look, like I said, I want to say yes, but at the same time, now it's a matter of testing and fixing. Yep. Now it's just testing, and I want to take as long as I need for testing. It's literally in testing phases. Yeah.
I don't want it to break. So you're saying if I own PIN, then I can buy any other I can buy any other BSC token I want.
That is not any other that we're supporting right now, and we'll be adding them rapidly to the network. We don't want to add crap tokens.
No.
And at the same time, we are looking at how best to implement the same functionality with Pancake has, where you can just put in the contract address and have it do everything for you. Our swap will have that functionality soon anyway. But right now, it's more about the trust feature. We want this to be a safe place where there's no chance that you'll ever lose your tokens like you could on PancakeSwap. How many times have you gone there to make some trades? Hi. And then suddenly you get case swap errors, or the slippage is too high and all that kind of jazz. It just doesn't work. We don't hold our liquidity yet. We're going to come up with more stuff for that later down the line, where you could be liquidity providers and make a portion of the gas fees and the liquidity trade fees and everything. So those are opportunities that are on the swap roadmap. We'll be releasing that down the line. Maybe 2 weeks, we'll be releasing an updated, basically a roadmap of PIN, the entire ecosystem, because now we're at a place where we've got all our tech ready to go. And now we can say it's improving the tech where we have, rather than making new tech every week. So PINSWAP will have a roadmap you can very clearly see. PIN Network has a roadmap you can very clearly see. The payment hosted payment gateway will have a roadmap that you can very clearly see. And Craig's gonna talk about the business side in a few minutes and explain how we've been rapidly expanding now that we've got our crowdfunding out of the way, which took like 4 to 6 weeks of hard work and turmoil that
Oh,
the business team has been doing. That they've been working around the clock getting this away, and now
yeah.
as soon as they finish that, you can see that the number of merchants onboarded has just started to skyrocket, just because now they've gotten that out of the way and can
Well, we
focus
just
on getting
did 10.
merchants back on.
We just got enrolled 10 new merchants yesterday, right?
It
That's
was
what I heard.
actually 13. It was actually 13 yesterday.
Oh,
So yeah.
number
So
13.
yeah. So
You better,
like I said,
Jesse.
it's yeah. So the past few days, onboarding merchants has been like it's been hectic. Now we're getting to a point where everyone's just coming on, and we're getting to that point of what we call critical mass, where we have enough people where we don't have to find people; they come to us. So we're approaching that slowly
It's
but
like
steadily.
roller face, that snowball effect. You know, when you roll a
Exactly.
snowball down the hill, it's that
Mm-hmm.
little tiny peck, and then it's growing up. And guys, we're finally in it. When
Yep.
I close,
And
I understand. Go ahead.
mhm. And just some quick updates around that as well. Now that swap's out, I will have a lot more time to either spend in the community or provide tech support. You might have noticed one of our pin partners was JIT's tech support, which is coming soon anyway. It's basically, once we roll these things out, we'll have a dedicated tech support area where you can go and log tickets and get instant help. Well, maybe not instant, but you'll have a central place where you can go and get help easily, whether it's been something like you sent pins and they didn't appear, or you made a swap and it's stuck, or you just need to know if you did something wrong. Basically anything, you'll have a dedicated section where you can go and get help. You try doing that on Ethereum or something where we lost all your tokens or something. Anyway, that's the general update on what the tech's been doing in the past um, 3 or 4 weeks, and why we've been taking our time. Like I said, if anyone's familiar with video games, Cyberpunk was a very popular game that was in development for 10 years, and then when it came out, it was unplayable. It was completely garbage. And we don't want PinSwap to end up like that, and that's why we're taking our time doing testing, retesting, and making
Yeah.
sure we can deliver a product that people can use, and deliver in a way that it's easy to use and everyone can very
Well,
easily grasp the concept.
let me just jump on that a little bit.
Mhm.
You guys know this, but Chit just totally rebuilt the layer 2 recently, just because he felt that it was 99.9% good, but he wanted it 100% good in his mind. And so that's the kind of guy that you got. It's like, I'm not willing to settle for really, really good. I want the best. And so, guys, when it comes to stuff like that, when you have people like that, we have to wait. But what's great about it is we got this, the slow, market right now, which is just giving us the perfect time to build on exactly what we need to build on, because all these other companies are putting this stuff out, going, just put it out, we'll build the tech. Put it out, we'll build the tech. And guess what? A lot of these companies, a lot of us are a part of, a lot of us actually bailed out of, have lost, some of us have lost $500,000. I'm one of those people that didn't exactly get built the way it was supposed to, because they couldn't do it. You know what I mean? We do the opposite. We build the tech, then we tell you about it. And then we make adjustments to the tech. So that's the big difference about PIN. And we're not gonna compromise, guys. I understand some people get frustrated. I want to know what's going on. I want to see what's happening. But we're just not going to compromise. We're going to do what's best for the company, which in turn was best for the investor. Okay, on burgers. All right, I like it. So what's happening here? Explain to me, Duffield. What's going on, Duffy?
Just while we're waiting for the video of the pin swap to be completed, I just thought we'd share with you a little bit about Pin Marketplace. So that's the other little bit of tech that's dropping in the sorry.
Yeah, go. I'm excited. Do it. I didn't put that down, man. There's too much stuff. Go.
So yeah, another bit of tech that we're dropping is obviously the Pin Marketplace. So this will be a platform for all our pin partners and all our community to post their products on. We are close to completion. The only thing that's holding us up at the moment is a freight API. So we're in communications with several freight companies in New Zealand to have the freight API, so we can automatically put in the freight cost into each shipping order. And we're also looking for the global freight APIs as well. So that's the only hold up with that platform. But I'd just like to show you a little bit about it. On this landing page here, it's obviously the pin market page. We have featured ads. So Ruben's featured as hamburgers, which is good. We'll have our product category down here. So this will be filled out with all different types of products. And then we'll also have our featured products down the bottom here. So Peter Timms has featured some of his meats. If we look at going through, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then if we look at going to the shop, it'll have all the products that we have available. I think so far we've managed to upload about 120 products. We've got thousands to go. I've got some of my operation team just specifically working on uploading products in stores at the moment. So as you can see here, a few of the products, meats, we've got the pin token, we've got dog supplies, pet supplies, and the list just keeps going on and on.
Can I ask a question?
Sure. Go ahead.
So let's say I want to buy the meat pack on here. If I buy the meat pack, am I still going to get my loyalty rewards?
Yes, indeed. Of course you are. So this is just a transaction that's done on the PIN network. So you're buying this box that I've highlighted here, which is $18.95. You still get your 1% reflection fee, but you also get your 1% back in rewards, like a normal transaction on the PIN network. Does that answer your question? So I'll continue. So moving on, here's the stores menu. So you can see some of our PIN partners that we already have uploaded to the stores. We've got Extreme PC, hairdressers, bars, acupuncture, furniture, electricians, automotive, hairdressers again. We've got IT sites, and the list just keeps going on and on.
Oh, so let's cover some real quick. I'm just jumping in. Guys, this is all the stuff we were talking about. We're talking about meats. We're talking about IT support. We're talking about the stuff that's recession proof. We're finally getting the stuff that's on here, guys. We're going to be the freaking Amazon of crypto. That's what's great about it. And I'm going to be using PIN. I'm excited about this. So when does this launch?
So like I said, the only thing that's holding us up at the moment is our freight API. I have a meeting with New Zealand Couriers on Monday to hopefully obtain that freight API. As soon as that's ready, I think, Jed, I think you might need a couple more days just for testing, and then we'll be ready to roll out.
Right now, we're looking between two options. But if we can't get this freight API away in time, then we'll start with a pickup only option, meaning you can buy stuff and then you can go and pick it up from the store. And once we get the freight API, we'll just slot that in. So we're in two separate places right now, and we'll see how it goes. So, this is another option for people to have like an e-commerce platform. You don't need to run your own website now. You can just run everything on the marketplace.
Nice.
And look how simple it is, right? So this is a product that I've added to my cart. I'm about to check out, proceed to crypto checkout. And what happens, we go through to the PIN hosted payment gateway. At the moment, we've got no freight cost. If we had a freight cost API, you would enter in your delivery address. It'll automatically generate the freight, produce that QR code. You scan the QR code. Within a matter of seconds, that product has been ordered. An email goes out to you as a customer, and an email goes out to the merchant. Guys, get that product ready. The courier's on the way. They're going to come and pick it up very soon. Have it ready and then tell us when it's ready for dispatch. Easy.
And don't try to go to the URL that Craig has shown you all, because you won't find it there.
So this we're talking about, we maybe see something on Monday. Wow. That's so awesome. That's so good. And then are we ready to show the swap yet?
We are indeed. I'm just trying to download it from JR. So just give me a second.
Awesome. They can go on there, get PIN, buy whatever they want, and they can pick it up at the store now. But we're working on the freight. That's what Monday meeting is about, to hopefully close a deal on that.
Yeah, that's the freight. It's basically so that you can calculate how much freight is required or shipping cost is required. Before,
will they be able, that's because at a straight principle, I'm going to be buying the New Zealand butcher's meats, and I'm gonna have them.
Oh,
Well, we'd have to think about it. I don't know.
oh,
I'm serious, man. I will
Yeah.
order that meats. I'll
Look,
be like, send them to
100%. You can definitely get meat shipped over to America. I don't know if it's going to be good by the time it gets there, but it's at your own risk.
smoked meat. I guarantee you got some smoked meat. You got
we're going to be putting them there.
Hey,
No, I've got to go to the church.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, I've got the video ready now, so I will
Right,
share
roll
this
it.
with you. Once I figure it out. And I'll get Jet to talk you through the process of PINSWAP.
Here you go. So it's a very simple interface. Right here, you see your what you want, what you have. So in this case, you have BNB and what you want. So I know you can't see it, but the options are BNB, and you can go pin, cake, BST. There's a lot. I mean, right now Jay is the one who did the swap, and she's not showing you what the options are, but you can see everything that's available. And below that, you put in your wallet address where you want the funds sent to. So this is the same wallet that you'll be sending funds from. And that's important because the swap needs to know where to send your funds to after the swap is basically done. Can you go to the next screen, Craig? Or is that
Yep,
all
just
you
give me
have?
a second. We're having a few technical difficulties here. So I'm just going to get my tech team into it. Just give me a second. The video is only a few seconds long for some reason.
Did she cut out everything else? Oh, no. You know what? I should have just done the swap on my side.
While we have time here, let's recap and talk about it. So what's great is, guys, is that we got PINSWAP done. We're gonna, we're going after the Amazon of crypto, starting with over there. Let me tell you about what's going on with me over here. So I've been finally talking to the lawyers to get PIN-US. The movement has started this week. I've been gone, so it's just a small movement. I'm in talk with some of our community members that work with me. I had some community members that were super excited when PIN came to the US. So this is your time, and now's the place, and here it is. I want to talk about the real quick. This is one of the biggest things I want you to pay attention to. You tell me when the video starts, Craig, because once I get into this, this is going to be the hammer. This is going to be the hammer. I don't know if everybody's ready for it. Some people might want to watch the recording later because it might be too much for them right now. They might want to watch the recording later so they can get prayed up, make sure that it's something that they can handle. You know what I mean? Because it's pretty huge. And so, I'm just going to go into it since this video is done. So PIN-US is going to be ready. I'm going to be looking for people that want to really do some actual work and do some stuff. And so there's going to be shares that are going to be actually be able to be given out to some of those people. And, it's still early, guys. It's still probably a month away, I would say, because I got to sift through attorneys that are going to be the right ones in what states that I'm putting it in, because that's what I'm going back and forth on. But I've been talking. It's pretty cool. I've been talking to some really cool people in some Wyoming, one of the senator's assistants. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool that you handled this. Pretty neat talking to her. Her name was Maria Chavez. Nice lady, though. It was really cool. Okay. This is what I want to talk about right now. Here's one of the biggest things to focus on. I can't tell you how many people in our community have hit me up. Hey, listen, man, the tokens are cool, but I want to be an investor. How do I get to own a piece of PIN? Because this is, in my opinion, and opinions that were thrown around by some of the companies in NZD, billions of dollars. Okay, so you want to show this now? Go ahead. You cut me off right now if you want. You got it? Is this the video?
Yeah. Did you want to continue what you're talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so let me continue what I'm talking about. So here's the thing, guys. Now we're finally at that position where you get to own a piece of the company. And this is what I want to tell you about. So this is where they're at on the thing. So go to the Pledge Me. Everybody should know about the Pledge Me page, and it should be on their Facebook, their wife's Facebook, their friend's Facebook, their enemy's Facebook, on anybody that they know. So here's how it works. If you do 10,000 NZD, you get $1,000 worth of pins. Well, guess what 10,000 NZD is right now? I just did the numbers. It's 6,300 US dollars. Then you get $1,000 worth of pin. Is that 1,000 US or 1,000 NZD?
It's 1,000 NZD.
Okay. So it basically brings you down to where you're paying about half. So 10,000 USD is close to, and that's all based upon, guys, whatever the currency rate is at the time in which you go. So basically, for, you know, in the 5,000 range, somewhere in 5,000 range, you're getting $10,000 worth of investment plus the free. 25,000 gives you $3,000 worth of pins NZD, which is 15,635 plus you minus the 3,000 NZD worth of pins, and you're still looking at about half. So instead of 25,000, you're still looking at about 14,000 to $13,000. 50,000 gets you 6,000 worth of pins, which is only $31,000, not including the $6,000 worth of pins, which brings down to 20s. And then if you go with a $100,000 investment, you get $12,000 worth of pins. Without the pins, it's $62,000. With the pins, you're in the 50s, so you're literally half. So 100 grand NZD, you spend 50 grand, you own a piece of pin, plus you got the tokens, and that's only going to last. Right now, we're talking about we're hoping to make it be able to last for the 200,000, because it's not fair, because some of the guys I'm talking to want to put in 50, 100 grand US. So that means 50, that means 100 grand. So that'll automatically take that away. So we're trying to make it good for at least $200,000. That's 200,000 NZD, guys. So with us US, it's really only about $100,000 to get the extra tokens and to get that ownership. So you'll still be able to invest up to the 2 million. But the extra token bonuses are on these new people. We've already done 40,000 of it. So we're really only talking about $60,000 more roughly in US dollars, if you're US, to get those extra tokens for free. So the people that actually want to own a piece of your time. So don't say that, hey, when was it? When I didn't do it, can I go back on it? This is it. And I'm warning you now that as soon as I talk to a couple of my guys, they already talked to me. I got a huge list right now. And I got back from Vegas. I'm going to a church camp this weekend. They're bugging the heck out of me, setting up a meeting where I'm going to sit down, and I wouldn't be surprised if I got $250,000 to $500,000 out of this week, where people want to invest in PIN and are just going to drop it. So I'm telling you now, you got it first. So don't complain that, man, I wish you would have did that where I got that. And because I get a lot of whiners, you know. Hey, well, I want that 12,000 pins because, you know, I got this money that I just was waiting on it. Don't wait. Don't wait. And this is just my opinion. If you wait, I don't want to hear about the whining, because when you're able to do 25,000 NZD and it's really only going to end up being about $13,000 and you're getting $3,000 worth of pin, I mean, it's just, don't wait. And this is just my opinion, but go ahead, Craig.
All right, so team, we've got the video ready. I'll get Jet to continue talking us through there again. When you're ready, Jet.
Hey, do you have the video? All right, let's go. So here we go. Like I said, the first screen is basically where you choose. It gives you the exchange rate you're going to be getting for the swap itself. So you can choose your start token or coin and your end token or coin. I've dropped some screenshots on Telegram that show you the various steps, but you're going to see the same thing here. So basically, you're saying if you put in 0.005 BNB, that's how many pin you're going to get. You put in your address that you're going to be sent the tokens to after the swap is done. Keep going, Craig. I think it's stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Right. So you put in your wallet address, and boom, goes to the next screen where it calculates how much gas you're going to be spending. Send the tokens to the address, and that's when the magic in the back starts to happen. It'll wait for your token. This is something that's important to realize, that now everything is done on chain. So you're going to be subject to their speeds. The parts in the middle where we adjust the swapping, we can speed a little of that up, but we have to wait for BSC, Ethereum. Those chains are slow, and we have to wait for that. That's why we say it might take up to 5 minutes for your transactions to be completed, but it's literally as easy as that, and the tokens are now in your wallet. It's a very simple interface. We've kept it as simple as we can so that people know how to use it.
So let's focus on something here, guys, that I want to say. Safety, safety, safety.
Exactly.
Nomad, all these other ones got things. This makes it so nobody can steal your token by doing, okay? So that's what you want to focus on. So you want to say, hey, you want to be on the safest, especially people that are beginning. You want to be on the safest crypto system there is right now, in my opinion. And
in your what?
I tell you why. In my opinion. Oh, you're saying
It's your opinion? Is it your opinion?
Oh, man.
You're the
You don't know how many times I hear this a day. It's mind-numbing.
the mad cackler. My point is, though, guys, people want to be safe because that's their biggest fear right now. And you got to remember what's hard is these people are hearing about all these things where people are losing their money. And this right here explains why that will not and cannot happen with PIN. So that's huge for our merchants. That's huge for our investors and everything else. So think about this, guys. We got $160,000 left, but really in US dollars, that's about 70,000 to be an owner to get free tokens with. And if you got some money sitting there and you believe in PIN, if I were you, I would invest. I see that people shows the names of the smart people that have already invested. And I'm going to see the names of the people that are invested now, especially if you're in the US. That does make a difference of the people that are, I find, that are on board with us and the shares that I'm giving out. Not that I'm saying that, hey, the people doing the hard work, but I'm going to be giving out pins, shares of PIN US. And I'll tell you what, you're going to want to own a piece of some of those. And you know what I mean? You guys are at the beginning of this. So if you guys aren't excited about this AMA, I'm going to go over and punch you in the face. And then I'm going to wake up.
We don't endorse that at all.
Why?
That is not us.
And you're going to feel what it's like hit by a guy that's 6'5", 240 pounds, that has knockout power like you've never seen. And then I'm going to help you up because I love you. I'm going to pray for you that your healing's good. And then I'm going to have you.
I'm going to jump in now. Just I'm a little bit time limited today again. So I'm just going to quickly go over.
We're about to end the AMA as well.
Yeah. So just to quickly go over the business side of things, we, as Pinzano has just mentioned, we are going through our Pledge Me campaign at the moment. Pledge Me just sent out a newsletter this morning about us. Just after that newsletter, we had 5 people contribute. We're expecting that to go on throughout the day today. We do have a few tricks up our sleeve as we progress to the ending phase of our Pledge Me campaign. So get in now as soon as possible because we will make our minimum. I'm very confident of that with a few little ideas I have up my sleeve.
We don't need
to.
Already have guys willing to do it. So even if you had 0 ideas, even if you had a horrible idea, I got the guys that will already do it. So.
Moving on to AML, we've done all our AML. We're up to date. We've done all our returns. We're in the process of flagging any malicious transactions at the moment. There is none, so that's good to hear. AML is on a dashboard. We will also have the PIN Partners dashboard being created within the next couple of weeks where PIN Partners can log in. They can change their passwords. They can look at their transactions. They can choose whether or not they get paid out in local value or cryptocurrency. Update on our PIN partners. Like Trent said before, we have 13 new PIN partners yesterday. We're now over 65 PIN partners. And we feel like throughout the next couple of weeks, we're going to have at least 5 or 6 PIN partners a day. So we're getting to that stage where we wanted to be. We pressure test the system. We're ready to go. Everything's working perfectly. We've got the POS integrations. We have a meeting next week with an FPOS provider. Some exciting things when it comes to integration with the PIN network. The swap will be out very soon. Pin Marketplace will be out very soon. We're also joining the Retail Meats Association. That allows us basically a press release / interview with the team to go out to their whole network, hopefully bringing on heaps more pin partners. We have 2 press releases, one going out to an entrepreneurial magazine this week, and that will feature our Pledge Me campaign, and then also another one on one of the mainstream medias in New Zealand. We have talks of expansion into Australia, and as Pinzano just mentioned, we are in the process of setting up Pin America. I'm also talking to a couple of VC companies at the moment about funding. One of them said to me yesterday, guys, you should be in America, get to America. And I said, look, we're in that process. And this VC just said, make sure you give me a call as soon as you've set up in America. So heaps of positive stuff going on for PIN. I talked to one of our biggest pledges yesterday, a really nice gentleman from Rotorua in New Zealand. He absolutely loves our project. He wasn't too sure how he heard about our project initially. He thinks it was from his daughter, who is a banker, that told him about the project. And as soon as he was made aware of the equity campaign, he initially pledged $25,000. So congratulations to him. He's one of our shareholders now, and congratulations to everyone else who is a shareholder. Thank you.
Hey, Craig, can we do a separate AMA that's like 15 minutes long on the Pledge Me, either this, like next week, and then allow those of us who may want to get in to ask some questions?
Yeah, 100% for sure. So I'm available most of next week in New Zealand morning time, so anywhere between 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and UTC time, that's 2200 to 0000. I will coordinate with you, Jesse. Maybe we can come up with a scheduled time in Bockstar so we can have a good chat.
We also wanted to send it. We want to send it a true AMA for Bockstar next week. If we get you guys to rally all the Bockstar people and companies, we want to do one next week. So kind of roll out the pledge, meet all the Bockstar people. But these are our main. You guys are our main guys. And I just, I'm just being honest with you. This pledge me is going to fill up, and I want you guys to have first crack at it. I haven't even taken any of it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just, I own a lot.
100%. We will organise something. I'll give you a DM shortly, and we'll see if we can come up with a time. Pinzano, did you want to do that as part of the Bockstar AMA, the Pledge Me?
Yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to get out on that. And so
I think Jesse might be hinting that Pledge Me deserves its own AMA, because then you don't want to talk about PIN products on the AMA. Just literally talk about Pledge Me and why we're doing it and all the benefits. Is that right, Jesse? There you go.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, and it might give us an opportunity to invite a few friends into it, just for a specific focused AMA, and then we can.
Look, let's do that, and I will see if I can get someone from Pledge Me on the call as well, just to quantify what we're doing here.
Let me ask you a question though. Okay, so if people don't understand what PIN is, I mean, we could talk about the Pledge Me of why we're doing it, but they got to understand what we're doing. So we got to put it together, you know what I mean, and have at least like maybe a 15-20 minute breakdown of why PIN for them to invest, right? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know about you, but if someone sent me with some sort of Pledge Me, like, hey, here's a Pledge Me, give us some money. Well, what do you do? Well, we're digital payments. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I believe with the Bockstar AMA, we're going to go back to the very start of the business. So this would be a great opportunity for people to learn more about PIN, as Pinzano's just said. Maybe what we could do, Jesse, in that case, is we can have a specific one for Pledge Me at the end of that AMA.
Let's do what I think is we should do a regular AMA for PIN. So we can tell them who we are, what we do, and then we'll say, those of you who are interested, we'll set up another time and say, this is just for Pledge Me.
Yeah, I agree. Oh wow, it's and our ATM's about to turn up. By the looks of it.
Oh, nice. So we've also got, just so people are aware, we've got a crypto ATM coming up. They're going to go put the PIN network on so people can immediately go and buy pins and other tokens directly using their cash, no cards, no nothing. Just rock up to this ATM, put your money in, and get your tokens onto your wallet.
Yeah,
Nice.
and this is a test bed to go to a global scale with these ATMs as well. We're talking with the supplier of the ATMs about implementing them anywhere that PIN goes as well. So hopefully that'll be a global rollout to Australia and America, UK soon as well.
Yeah. Okay. This is exciting, you guys. It is an hour long. We thank you. Listen to it. Pass this on to your friends. Get it going. Buy what you can. Get the free tokens if you can, because it's really to get free tokens. All you got to spend right now is $6,300 with the extra pins that you're getting. You're spending $5 something. So it's there. Oh, what we're gonna throw out is here's how it is. We're gonna go out, throw out 50,000 in extra staking. But here's the catch, okay? It's whoever wins the most staking. You got to win the most pin rafflees. Whoever wins the most rafflees will get an extra 50 in staking. They got to win at least 3, and they also has to have at least 2 of them that filled up, not the 24-hour thing. It filled up and reset. What's it set at? $200, Jit?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I just spaced for a second.
Is the raffle set at $200 to reset? What's it set at?
Yeah, it's set to $200 right now.
Can we change it to 150?
We could if I could get the people who develop Rafflease to change that.
Okay, so by the next week, somebody will win 50,000 in extra staking. So,
alrighty,
times. Okay,
alrighty,
guys. Thanks, you guys. I'm excited. Pin US, pin. Let's see what we got. We got Pin Marketplace. We got all these things, and Pin Pledge Me. Man, it's too much. It's too much. I'm out. I'm out, guys. It's just too much
thanks,
good
guys.
stuff. All right.
thanks.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
have a good night, morning, day, whatever you're at. All right. In the recording.
Thanks, team. It'll be a massive week next week. We've got Swap definitely coming out. Marketplace will be live. We've got these ATMs. I can drop some teasers in the chat. We've got the FPOS PDA devices. Man, we've got the whole solution going on. Be excited.
This is awesome.
Excited. Let's go. Let's get real. All right. This is happening, you guys. We've been talking about it forever, but it's been happening. We've been doing everything right. And that's the best part about this. We're working with government. You understand how huge that is, man. That's
just want to add to, and I feel like we're probably one of the most unappreciated projects in crypto, not from our community standpoint, because we have an awesome community, but our visibility and our reach is severely undervalued. I do beg of everyone to go out there, spread the word about PIN. New Zealand is starting to wake up to our network. People are talking about it, but we need that global reach. Still struggling a little bit with capital for marketing at this stage, but this is what this Pledge Me campaign is all about. So we will progress with a lot more marketing, but it's also up to you all. You know, you're all investors in PIN. Protect your investment. Go out there, shill our project, talk to everyone possible. Good example of that is Ruben, who's about to go over to the World Butchery competition, and he's going to be shilling PIN. He's going to be wearing PIN. He's going to be talking about PIN. So get out there, get involved, talk about us. Thanks. I
talked to my old company about taking it, who runs about 150 million a year through it, and he wants to meet up with me. So that won't be for a couple weeks, but that'll be huge for him to start taking Bitcoin, but it'll be PIN. So yeah. Thanks, team. I've really got to progress with my day. I've got a meeting with another cryptocurrency project in New Zealand in about 10 minutes to talk about coming onto our network as well. So nice. Hey, Z, if you could send me the recording, I can put it on our community and Telegram. I appreciate it. Thanks, brother. All right, you guys. Have a good.
Thanks, team. Really appreciate everyone in this community. It's fantastic.
Yep. Awesome. See you guys.